Okay, let's see. Is the audio fine? Seems so. But wait, you cannot hear Elden Ring anymore. So, how does it work? Na, 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 na. Desktop audio properties. Wait, I don't want to do that. Audio output. Is that it? So if I do this. Okay, now it works, right? Yeah, you can hear the game as well. Santa Vergine del Pilar. Oggi. So it's been a month, more than a month, since. Okay, so I can just take this off because I don't want to hear my voice too much. It's pretty clear that it works. Fuck it. So, see? Yeah, but don't like that though. Wait, let me just fix that a second. There's too much here. Edit. Let's do 100. Maybe not. Like this. Maybe a bit more. Yeah, a bit more is fine. Yeah, like this. I think like this is fine. Yeah, fuck it. Am I dying? Wait. Oh, that's careful. Why the fuck does that happen? Oh, I've got this going on in the back. Jesus Christ. I was like, what's this noise? What the fuck? Okay, we're fine. 5 minutes to check that everything is cool. No. So it's been a month. I have been, for one reason, I've been not playing Elden Ring because as much as I like it and as much as I think that these videos and the memories I record and stuff like that are incredibly nice and useful, and I'm really glad that I keep a record of these things and that I can, have the option in the future to watch them myself, or for anyone to just listen and watch or whatever. For as much as I think that's great, it takes just a bit of energy and effort, and most of the time maybe I don't have that because after work and at night maybe I just want to press buttons, read stuff, and hear stuff without having to talk and narrate things. It's a little bit fucked, but it's fine. It's just how it is. Like the type of energy or effort I have for a day. So I play Elden Ring a little bit less than I play other things. But just because of that, the rest is just as beautiful, even more beautiful than other things I do. But now I have to just kind of get back to the memories of the actual game, because I don't remember much. I remember that I've done this, that I transported suddenly there, that there are certain people I need to speak to. I probably should speak to everyone first and just check that, you know, I don't forget much, but I won't do that probably because I can't be bothered so much. Probably I will. I don't know, because I can be bothered actually. But what happened? So clearly, from the description of the video, you're gonna know that I'm gonna be talking about at least a bit of the 2.5, well, of the time I spent in Taiwan visiting two specific people that I'm sure you still remember even after 30, 40 years. So let's put ourselves a mark to actually know where we're going, because I'm gonna start talking and just maybe lose my attention to this a bit. Let's explore again the lake. Let's look around. Let's look around these places here around the coast, because there could be caves. And while we look around there, I can just look around here too. So, oh, very convenient. Perfect. So the beginning of September, I had scheduled to go and visit River and Shinyu after seeing them, of course, the last time in Japan. The only time I got to know them in Japan, and ever since I lived there, I hadn't seen them anymore, of course, physically. But I'm gonna talk maybe in another, of course, video, in another recollection of memories. I'm gonna talk about what happened in Japan, and the memory is still fresh. As I said in other moments, I still am stuck there somehow, right? Maybe a little bit less these days, but still a good part of me is a little bit stuck there. Not just because of Japan, but because of the age as well, that I feel very much connected to my teenage years, and even that year that is not teenager, which is just 2 years ago. 2 years ago now, now 2 years ago. Because this September, the end of September, it would have been 2 years. And when I was in Japan, I'm just gonna very briefly say that I didn't connect so much with these two people. I tried to experience Japan on my own as much as I could. I wanted to be on my own for various reasons. Despite that, I got to know, and I spent some of my time with Chen-Yu, the boy, especially him, time-wise, and then River, this girl, Pei-Wei, that I spent just a few days with her actually in Japan, but they were very intense. They were very intense days. For some aspects, really. And when I mean intense, I mean something very, very specific. Maybe intense is not even the correct word, but I'm just summarizing it. I don't need to, and I don't want to explain it so well. I'll try to explain it very well in another occasion. So I mainly went to Taiwan because I didn't even know the existence of Taiwan really before meeting these people in Japan. Never even thought remotely about Taiwan. Someone asked me, I wouldn't even probably say that it was a country or something like that. It was just a place, I don't know. Never even knew where it was on the map. It was part of the many things that I ignore. So, yeah. When I got to know them, I got to know a little bit about Taiwan, not so much. Especially because of Chen Yu, he's a little bit patriotic. Maybe it's not the correct word, but maybe you get the gesture. Or you get the gist of it. Maybe you still remember what kind of person he is after all these years. How beautiful, huh? Elden Ring. I've spent a lot of time surrounded by griefy sangats, even in Taiwan. So, and Elden Ring is very much that, in a way, you know. So, it's funny. In a way or another, those boys are still in my quotidianity. Is that a word in English? Who knows? Oh, fuck. I don't know how to fight these things. Oh, I'm a mage, right? Let's try this. I doubt it, Chief. I actually doubt it. I actually doubt it. So, that were it. They kind of play with your brain, these mobs here, these monsters here, because it gets in your skin a bit, at least for me. Like, it annoys me, the kind of combo they have. I would even say that it's unfair, even though I find nothing unfair, so... Like, in a game, most of the times. But it's fine. How many runes did I have? I don't even know. Yeah, I'll just ignore you guys, you know? I don't want to get so annoyed. I'm joking, I don't want to kill you. What kind of attack is that, man? Come on now. But I'm a mage, right? It's my fault as well. Oh, I'm really shit. Okay. So I mainly went because in a way it was kind of a silly thing that you normally say, right? You normally say, well, people normally say silly things like, yeah, I'll come and visit you, yeah, why not, you know, stuff like that. I normally don't do that. Well, I would say I never do that really, but who knows, maybe I've done it sometimes, but I doubt it. But that time I was like, yeah, I think I'll try to come, you know, and especially to River, I never said that. Me and River, we knew that, well, we both said, well, she was like, we were never gonna see each other, and I was like, we will probably never see each other again. That was kind of the situation that was left in Japan. Well, Chen Yu, he was like, oh yeah, you come and visit me, and I will, you know, host you and stuff. Many things were said, like, you have to see this, yeah, I want to shit, blah blah blah. And I was like, you know, I kind of meant it that I was gonna try. The boy understood that I was gonna try for sure. So he expected me to go in a year, but I couldn't because and even now I'm very poor. Like, I cannot afford such great things. great travels and expensive and long travels. Also because I quit being a tourist a long time ago, so it's very rare for me to visit places like I did now. Well, similar to what I did now, because again, even now I try to be as little of a tourist as possible. I went there very specifically to visit them, not to go there and see places and explore Taiwan or some shit like that. So, and I made it clear to them, and I made it clear to myself, and whoever asked, of course. Okay. So the premises was this, like, okay, finally I booked the flights. The girl didn't even believe that. She was like, I'm not gonna believe it until you come. It's too crazy and stuff like that, which makes sense. But anyway, again, I'm not gonna go so deep into explaining the kind of relationship, but I would hear her every 2 months. She would reply to my messages. Was very sporadic. While with Chen Yu, we wouldn't write so often at all, but for various reasons, right? That are more simple, more silly. But with a girl like you, we would only hear each other every 2 months, and it was a little bit more serious, the fact that you would hear from her, that I would hear from her so rarely, right? Unfortunately. But again, we'll explore all this another time. But the premise was this, that it was very unlikely that I was gonna go, despite the promise, which I didn't make. I didn't make any promise, but I knew that I was gonna, at some point I was like, okay, I know that I gotta go there. I gotta go there for mainly seeing the girl. I wanted to see her at least one more time, to either, at the time I was thinking, I hope the relationship remains somehow, and I can go and visit her, just like I would go and visit someone that is close to me and I want to see. But of course, it's not the same, just because it's so rare and it's so hard to see each other because she's so far away, right? But everything else is just the same as any other relationship that entails someone that is close to me. But unfortunately, it became one of the worst things that I hoped that it wouldn't become, which is a relationship that is kind of dead, at least in my opinion, in my view. Something that didn't last, that didn't survive. Despite how, if we talk to each other, those very few times we talked to each other by messages, or the 2-3 times we called, it seemed as if, what the fuck? It seemed as if nothing happened, no time had passed, and everything was normal. We were close and stuff. That is, of course, the mixture of me and her, like the way, for various reasons, the way we would approach each other. Good and bad reasons, in my opinion. Like, not good and bad, but something that I would appreciate and something that I appreciate less, let's say, or even criticize. But, oh, I knew it. Oh, but at least he's dead. Oh, do I have that already? I think I do. Oh, no. Okay. Well, seems better now. Yeah, it's better. And it's cooler. So, yeah, that was the one reason, the main reason. The other reason, because of course I wanted to see Chen Yu was fine for me. I probably would have found it a little bit harder to justify such a voyage, such travels, only for Shenyu. Because as much as I appreciate him, he's not what I would recommend as, what I would consider as a good friend or stuff like that. No, not really. I still think he is for me in a very subjective way, like in a subjective way, personal way, for my own reasons. I would say that I appreciate him as a friend, even though I don't use the word friend, but just to make it easier this time. But objectively, in general, no, I don't think he is. Maybe it's confusing to hear these two words used like this, objective, subjective, but I use them in a very specific way, and I'm kind of a fairly consistent way, so again, I'll explain it better another time. So that's kind of the situation. This is what pushed me to go there. And what did I do? Well, I eventually got these flights that were very cheap in reality. I was very lucky that week because I was unlucky with my bank because it wasn't, well, my bank, when I bought them, tried to buy them, it was the first time that it had said that I had bought them, but they didn't accept me, basically, like the flight didn't accept me at first. So I spent a few days trying to understand where my money was, very, very calmly, to be honest, and at the same time trying to be like, I need to actually get these flights. It says that I have the tickets, but I don't, and stuff like that. And the money is gone, so... but yeah, eventually after this weird problem that I had never experienced personally, like directly, I managed to get the same flights and with the good rates. But the other ones that had been left, if I didn't manage to get these ones, were quite more expensive, almost double. So in reality, I was very lucky with the flights. And, it's good because I definitely don't have so much money in my bank. Oh! Well, just how it is, huh? So I'm not gonna kill them again, right? Great player, huh? Right. So yeah, the boy. Oh my god. But why, man? Jesus Christ. I feel so incapable. I want to fight them well because I want to kill them. I feel slow and stupid. So nice, huh? The sound of like the peace and quiet of the character just running through the field. The dogs trying to kill me. And Just the noises of the magic and the attacks. What a game. What an experience. Not even a game, what an experience. It's hard to call it a game. Because it's weird. The game means too many things, but this is a bit different. Just a bit. I think it's more of an experience than a game. It's more of... I know they're the same thing, and I'm just playing with words, but yeah. Just for me. So, that went like it should. And now we can actually... Oh! Did I read this before I left? Yeah, I did. Beautiful. Beautiful words. Beautiful imagery as well. Suppose wings. She does have wings in reality, huh? Oh, but now why from here it's a little bit not loaded? It's good. It's beautiful anyway. Yeah, I gotta kill you all. So the boy didn't actually believe that I was gonna go. He even... I kind of understood from his stories on Instagram that he was kind of criticizing me at some point through Instagram. Beautiful, huh? And that, you know, people say things and they don't actually keep the words or stuff like that. As if, you know, I was lying to him. Oh, I don't have money, I cannot do this. As if I was spending my money in other things. When in reality it wasn't like that at all. I was in such a position where I needed a new job. I was on my own, and I was paying everything on my own, of course, because I live on my own. And I needed to move country again, get another job in a very unstable way and scary way, and you know, I wasn't gonna spend all the little money I had in my bank while being so unstable and in such a precarious situation. But of course, it's hard for him to appreciate these things because, of course, he doesn't really live them, or he hasn't at least yet experienced them. Oh, you on the floor? At least that's what I think. Or maybe he's just an idiot. I don't know. Don't know his attacks. Okay. But then he was like, okay. But he was very cold, like, you know, the messages. He was like, yeah, you're gonna come these days. And then at some point, he was like, oh, I'm gonna be busy doing these things. And so he didn't free himself. He didn't free his time. Despite how, before booking them, I made sure they were both free, right? The boy and the girl. That, it was fine that they knew that I was gonna go those days and they were gonna be available at least some hours every day, right? Yeah, but then the boy was very, very cold on the messages. Oh, fuck. That's another sword, right? Oh, no, no. No. Very unfair. If you ask me, very unfair. Oh my god, this camera is so shit. I don't think I'm gonna make this, Chief. He's not falling anymore on the floor. Did I hit him? Oh. It's a little bit... But I have to kill him, right? Not because I need to kill him to go ahead, but just because I have to, don't I? Yeah. I do. I already talked to you, but what did you say? Okay. It's try again. Why against me, my brother? Oh my god, guys. Not going well. Should I use this? I shouldn't, I think. I really shouldn't, I think. But I have this, right? Oh. Not much. Nah, take those swords and keep them. Okay. We did what we could. Oh. What is he doing? Oh. Oh, I love it. But maybe, yeah, give me a little bit of space. I think we should be fine. Nice. Perfect. Going back to the thing. Oh, sorry. Okay. So, yeah, whilst the girl, she was talking to me, as you know, she would talk to me in general, like confirming her feelings, her ideas, and how she wanted to meet me and do things with me and show me things. Again, just as if nothing has changed. Oh shit. Nah, I can't be bothered, man. Just stay there. I already killed you. So yeah, I had this premise. So the boy was not gonna be really free, and the girl wanted to see me a lot, but she would reply very rarely. And I told her, you know what, do you want to go? Shall I book the hotel? Because with the boy, I was gonna stay at his house, but with the girl, no, apparently, or it wasn't even sure. So I was like, you know, that I should kind of understand if I need to book something, especially because again, I don't have so much money, and I don't think like she understood this so well, because she's in a different position when it comes to finance. I tried to say a few times, not so much, but eventually it took some time. The Crown of Stone. Don't really know what that means, but for some reason he was not allowed to study in Raya Lucaria. And we are here, right? Okay. And I can hear some noise. A little beast somewhere. Where are you? there. Oh shit! Oh. So, yeah. Eventually, she said that she booked everything herself, as always, showing an incredible amount of kindness for various things. So that was the plan. And then I eventually September arrived, and I had to actually catch the plane. I didn't document myself on anything. I didn't know where I was going, what I was gonna do. I had searched on Google once things to do in Taiwan to see exactly what would be the popular options that I would, of course, avoid, like the plague or the plague, as much as possible, like normal. But at least, at least to understand the level. And it looked dreadful. It looked so disgusting. So I didn't have much expectation at all of how cool and interesting it was gonna be. Didn't really know what kind of food or culture they had over there, what it looked like. I just didn't know anything, and I actively didn't want to know anything. So it was, of course, my doing. It wasn't just I found myself in that position. I didn't even know where I was gonna land, to be honest. I didn't know where the city Taipei was. And I asked Chen Yu, oh, what do I do when I arrive at the airport? And he wasn't actually gonna come pick me up, because I was gonna be with him the first week, and the second week with the girl. So he wasn't gonna come pick me up, and he wanted me to reach another city, another region. I was like, oh, okay. So I mean, I was fine with that, but at the same time, I was like, this guy is not even coming pick me up, which is not the greatest. But again, I didn't have, like, for me that made sense, because it's Shen Yu. Like, it's what I know of him, it's what I expect of him. Even though I don't expect things, I presume, right? I'm like, yeah, he would do that. I was like, so for me, it was totally fine. But the girl wasn't so fine with that. She was like, oh, Shen Yu, what a piece of shit, and stuff like that. And Shen Yu and her, they know each other. And again, I'm gonna narrate that another time. But for various things, the girl hates Chen Yu. So in the present and in the near present and in the near past and probably the near future and the long future, she has been and will be hating Chen Yu. But yeah, I need a little bit more concentration with the fucking wolves. There's two of them. I'm dead. Then I found on the horse is better than there. Well, one is gone. That should be fine. Don't fall. Great. That was the situation. She was like, what? He's not even gonna come pick you up, and blah blah blah. But she was very sweet. She was like, if you have any time where Shen Yu is actually busy, because I told her how he was gonna be very busy, very very busy when he showed me his schedule. She was like, if he's gonna be so busy, you can let me know and I'll come to you, because she was gonna be in the same city, because they actually live in the same city, despite very far from each other. The city is pretty big, actually. Yeah, she was very sweet, and she even came to pick me up at the airport and take me to their city, instead of Chen Yu, despite the fact that I wasn't going to be with her, that she would have had to drop me to Chen Yu at some point. So yeah, incredibly different approach. the two of them. And, I know that Shenyu, the reasons why he probably didn't come, I didn't really ask him. He didn't care so much. But if I think about it now, I suppose the reasons why he didn't come pick me up is for money, like, because he is very, very, very wary with that kind of stuff. And also because, well, he can't be asked, to do back and forth for sure. I would bet a lot that these are the reasons why he didn't come. So we killed the boss here, right? Oh, I'm not gonna fight against you, my friend. At all. But you are gonna fight against me. I don't have a decision in this. I went there, right? Well, don't really know actually. I killed the boss here, but I didn't enter this tower. So yeah, eventually I go to the airport. I booked one night before to stay in Madrid because I finished work and I went straight to Madrid with a train that Sophia booked for me, since she actually is her last day today at work as a train attendant. I don't know what to call it. She sells tickets, she stays in an office, she boards people for a train company, and she bought the tickets for me. So I went with a very fast train to Madrid. Oh, well. What? Oh shit. Oh no, there's someone else? Yeah. Oh, fuck. Ah, boys, wait. I cannot do this. It's too much for me. Oh. Nice. I got you, boy. Don't worry. You can stay there and not stand up. Dragon Code Playbook. Oh shit. Oh. If that was gonna kill me. Okay. We're fine. So, by train it was smooth, normal travels, and it was very nice to actually get a room in Madrid, despite I arrived there at 10-11 after so long. Like, I hadn't been in Madrid since I left it for Japan, and of course it was interesting, but at the same time not so intense at all, as I usually expect these things. I usually expect very well what I'm gonna feel, and it's not just expect, I suppose. It's a mixture of expecting and deciding. It's more like it's up to me to experiment or to feel in a specific way most of the time. It's very nice, of course, not always, but I have a lot of influence over what I feel. Resurrection painting. When I arrived in Madrid, it was late, and Plaza del Sol was actually finished, because for the entire time I lived there, it was always under construction. I had never seen it without constructions, and it was weird. I remember the first times I stayed in Spain, it felt like a weird place. I don't know how to describe it now, but I will do that another time. But yeah, it's a weird description. Didn't feel so much nostalgic at all, especially on my own. Madrid is very tied to people, like many of my experiences. Maybe just Japan and other things are not very tied to people, but most of them, they are tied and dependent on others, which of course I like because I wanted that. So I'll just take the long road then. Oh, Liurnia? There? Not Liurnia, but the place on the ground. And that? Oh, that's one of those fire things. Flamethrowers. Oh shit. Already so much. Maybe they balanced the game a bit since I played it in launch. Who knows? But yeah, I was in this hostel. It was quite cute. I took some videos and pictures of it, of course. It was like this house almost next to Plaza del Sol, like literally 3 minutes away. It was a hostel, but I must say that for being being an hostel was very, very nice. But basically, I arrived at a very late time when the reception was already closed, basically, or about to close. Oh shit, you're big. But yeah, the place was kind of cute, but very dirty. Like Madrid was a little bit more dirty, in fact, than I remembered it. It's always been a little bit dirty, to be honest, but yeah, seemed a little bit more now. Especially the homeless were everywhere. There were a lot of people selling things in the street and running away from police because they couldn't sell in the street those things. Okay. Fire. Yeah, this place is connected to a fire code, I presume. Well, it's pretty clear. Okay, there's nothing else, right? We get closer and closer. Look how majestic. Everywhere you turn is like just incredible. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. We are going this way. First down. Oh. More of those fire guys. So, no. Yeah, so I walked around Madrid for a while. I was hoping I could see again that girl I narrated of the other time, the Pamplona girl. But in the end, she didn't meet me. And it was kind of obvious. I don't know if she would like to meet me or not, I don't think so. But at the same time, you could say that it's also it was very inconvenient for her to come. It was very late, and you know, she worked the day after apparently, but I still don't think she just doesn't want to meet me as well. So I spent just my time on my own, and of course making sure that you know, I was with Sophia as well, at least via messages and stuff. And I went to get actually this taco shit, and this fast food taco was disgusting. I was like, okay, I'll try something different instead of going to the usual places, and it was just bad. And then I went back to the room, and again, yeah, the room was like, when I entered, there was this old lady that was very, very sweet. Actually, did I leave a good review? Because I said to myself I was gonna do that. I think I'll do that later. I'm gonna leave a good review, and despite the place was very old, it was like this infinite apartment. It was a labyrinth, very narrow corridors. The wood on the floor was destroyed and very, very, very old. And she took me to my room that was, again, extremely old but very clean, and it had my own sink. It was very convenient, of course, because I didn't even know if I wanted to take a shower already and stuff like that, but I did the morning after in the actual toilet, which again was quite clean despite how old it was. And also the way to the like the stairs of the building to get to the actual floor, it's so old. It was actual wood, like as if you cut the entire piece of the trunk and barely worked on it and put it as stairs. It was crazy. It looked very old, and it remained very old. It must have been. It also from outside looked like an ancient building. So yeah, it was nice. I took some videos, of course, and pictures, and I started this, you know, these videos that I want to keep on doing of me singing, just in places, because that's what I do most of the time. So I want to record it as well. Me singing in where I sing, and I did that as well. I only started it recently, actually recording, like having this idea of recording this thing. Who the fuck? Huh? What are you? Did I miss something? Oh. Okay. Suppose there's more than one, huh? Very cryptic. Very cryptic. And I don't have it. I cannot really imagine what happened here, to be honest. So I just won't say shit. Huh? Oh. I totally ignored his presence. Okay. totally ignore these presents. So yeah, I stayed there for the night. It was pretty comfortable, pretty sweet. I managed to sleep 5 hours or so. That's pretty enough to to tackle the days of travel that I had ahead of me. And yeah, I managed to reach the airport, be fine. I think I need to concentrate for this guy, right? Okay, only one hit. Cannot hit twice. Makes sense. So yeah, and I managed to, of course, do everything fine to put the suitcase and everything, because it always worries me, it gives me a bit of anxiety even if I don't show it and I repress it for the suitcase if it gets lost and stuff like that, because you know, my clothes are kind of precious to me in a way. But yeah. Oh fuck me. Okay, one out. Perceptor Miriam. Oh my god. Are you actually serious? I'm gonna probably leave you here, brother. Oh no. Wait. Oh. Gonna be intense, huh? Come on then. Come on, boys. You're not gonna come to me, huh? Yeah, come. And the flight was gonna be a long flight to Beijing. 12 hours, something like that, I don't know. The flight, despite how cheap it wasn't Emirates, it was Air China, the scary company. Not very reliable, the website was extremely disgusting, but it was so efficient, no delays. The flight, the actual aircraft was great, with, you know, not a huge variety of things to watch, not as much as Emirates, but pretty much there really. I wouldn't even be able to say that it was so much lower than Emirates. And you know, to me they are actually very comfortable flights. Like, I like them a lot, the long ones. I didn't even now this one I stood up once, well actually quite a few times, because the people next to me had to stand up quite often. But yeah, to me it's very comfortable, especially with I can't wait for the food every time to arrive. And maybe again, people don't like the food in the aircrafts, but I like it a lot most of the time. And oh fuck, okay. So yeah, the first food that arrived was amazing. It was this rice with meat, and the vegetables on the side were very refreshing and nice. And the bread with the butter on the side, it's just amazing. I take that butter and sometimes put it just on top of the bread. Not, I don't try to spread it and stuff. Take the butter with a knife, put it on top of the bread, and give it bites on this very soft bread, like, you know, as soft as McDonald's bread, that kind of stuff. But even better, I would say. And yeah, it's just very nice. And there's the melon. It's like, oh, it's perfect. For me, it's gourmet, especially for the stuff that I eat normally. No. Where are you gonna teleport now? I wonder. No. I'm an idiot. I tried to backstab. It's my fault. It's my fault. It's my fault. It's always my fault. It's fine. I got you, Miriam. Oh, but don't make me lose 11k. I'm not gonna reach the top. I'm gonna die for sure. Okay. Let's see. Oh. And yeah, so next to me there was this couple, this very, well, not very, older than me, but young, Spanish couple. The guy next to me, and next to him the girl, and I could have been a little bit more friendly because he was quite friendly to me, but I was watching Lord of the Rings, the first 2 movies, and I was writing and messages to Sophie and stuff, so I was just doing my things. I'm sorry, boy. Maybe I should have been friendly. But he seemed that the usual, oh fuck, the usual hetero basic. Nah. Well, at least we are free from the 11k runes, you know? So I can just take my dick out and be crazy. Let's go. I'm going straight for that bitch. Oof. Na 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 na. Let's go. Yeah, I'll take this. Fuck you. Oh. It's okay. Yeah, you do your thing. And I'll do this. Shrink. Just not sure. No. Come here. Yeah. Don't worry. I'm coming. Okay. Next ones. I'm here. Oh, too close. Oh, he didn't backstab. I'll just stop backstabbing. It makes no sense. Yeah, you stay there, don't worry. I'll do these guys a second. So, yeah, and Lord of the Rings, when Boromir, well, spoilers, when Boromir dies, I suppose everyone watched the Lord of the fucking Rings, this time he hit me a lot, like, it made me feel so sad and I was crying basically, like, tears had started forming, and, yeah, I don't know why, it must be a mixture of things. Feeling more for him, or the fact that I was going on my own without Sophia to this place. I don't know. I felt like that. But yeah, I enjoyed it a lot with the little blanket, the food, the movies. Amazing. And now I can fall asleep anywhere basically and just strain my neck Anything I cannot do yet is falling asleep while standing. That I cannot do. Why these guys do so much damage, man? Come on, boy. Oh, you're gonna... Oh, fuck. Okay. Sometimes he leaves it more like earlier. Yeah, see, he charged it way more now. Well, this strategy is not working, brother. Where are you now? Hello? Did I miss something here? Yeah. Another? Oh no, this one I have. Okay. It's very dark. Okay. Okay. Well. Does the... okay. Let's see. If I do this. Yeah. I don't trust, see? He's gonna teleport in... Oh fuck, there's a lot of them. Oh, he's following me. Is this a... no. Oh, okay, he's teleporting. Okay. Okay, it's your time now. Where are you? Hello? Oh. Oi, you cannot teleport like this, right? A little bit unfair. What the fuck? How am I gonna get it? Okay, I see how it is. Man, come on, it's over. Let it go. Let it fucking go. Oh my god, he really doesn't want it. Okay. Finché la barca va, lasciala andare. Finché la barca va, lasciala andare. Finché la barca va. I have no idea what I'm saying in this thing, but I have no idea. I didn't even hear anything. Oh, anything remotely similar. Pop, pop, pop. Pop, pop, pop. More? Yo. Let's go on the stairs. Rats. Rats, rats, rats. How many? How likely am I to die here? Not much, because I'm a fucking mage. Oh. What if I do this? Are you gonna throw yourself? Yeah, he is. And he's actually intelligent. Fuck. Yeah, just fall down. Oh, just fall down. This is scary. I don't want to do this again. Nah, I'll just come later to you. No, stop. Okay. Oh, fuck. I'm not missing anything here, right? And I don't need to jump on any of these chandeliers. Is that how you say it? Chandelier? Ah. Finché la barca va, lasciala andare. Incredible hit. We're just gonna do this very safely and then we'll get off that airplane. It's alright, brother. Don't worry about me. Oh fuck, why do you have to? Oh shit. No, what is this? Okay. He's behind me, isn't he? Why are you still here? Fall. No. No, run. Why is so much damage, man? You're just a rat. You're just a me. Okay, I'm coming. Are you the last one? Just die. Okay. Safe. We are done. Great. These stairs, yeah. I mean, we still have to do something in this place. We have to put an object, and then the tower will do something, basically. That's the story. Done. Okay, let's go back, I suppose, right? Is this where I came from? Yeah, it is. Done. So I watched Lord of the Rings and stuff, and then enjoyed my flight and got to China. In China, there I had to wait a few hours for the actual flight. That was gonna be 3 or 4 hours from China to Taiwan. So the second flight and last one. And in Beijing I had to only stay a few hours, 2.5 or 3. So it was actually kind of tight. So luckily again the flight was very much on time. I don't know if it was early or not because I didn't care. But I had no internet actually there because I tried to connect to the Wi-Fi of that place. It was so weird. Like I tried first from just my phone following instructions, and then I had to put my password, my passport to be accepted in the Wi-Fi. I did that, it didn't work, but in reality it worked. It's just that I couldn't use Google or WhatsApp or Instagram or YouTube. Like all those things didn't work. So I thought it wasn't really working. But it was weird because I was receiving the Instagram notifications, but I couldn't view the messages. It was so weird. And I basically didn't use Wi-Fi. And then I even used there was one machine in this huge airport. There was one machine that I found after spending so much time in there, especially even on the way back. And it helped you connect into the Wi-Fi. It did the same thing that you can do on your phone, but physically. And it still didn't work. It gave me a little piece of paper saying, congratulations, you have your free Wi-Fi. I put the details, but it just didn't work. Well, at least I thought so. So I didn't send any messages to anyone and blah, blah, blah. No one knew really if I was alive or not. Not that there's many people that were wondering that anyway. But yeah, so in China the time went very fast. The airport was just normal airport with too many cameras, but I presume everyone knows already that there's cameras everywhere. Like it was crazy. It looked like a joke. It looked like a Disney movie, like where you have a parody of something, right? So instead of having only one camera, you have 6-7 cameras pointing pretty much in the same direction. What the fuck? Ooh, that was close. I know where that is. So here there's nothing, right? I'm not like blind or anything. They were so full of dust, like as if they hadn't cleaned them in so long. It was crazy. And the controls were just a little bit silly, like very kind of strict, but everyone seemed very serious and bored. I don't know, a little bit soulless. At least that was the impression. So I waited around. It was some silly stuff for tourists, like a fake little construction in ancient architecture. Junk food around. Starbucks, of course, always present. It's quite sickening. Of course, I avoided it like the plague, but then I actually used it in another occasion, but not that occasion. Fuck, I have to kill him, right? Can I? You don't get mad? Yo. He's an actual idiot. Ansel Riverwell. Bye. I'll go back, but I'll just take the grace. It's so dark, man. I don't want to explore this place already, and I kind of remember it. Oh, that's disgusting. You can already see them. Okay, this is where we went last time. Jeez. I was talking about the word of light there. I remember actually. See, these videos are very helpful. I remember stuff, even though these days I forget a lot. So, yeah, those hours in China passed quite fairly quickly, and eventually I got on the second plane, which was very quick as well because I didn't sleep at all really, and I fell asleep very often on that one. On the second one, it went so fast. But when the breakfast arrived, one meal only, because of course it's only 4 hours. I chose not the omelette, the Western omelette, but the rice porridge. And the rice porridge was one of the worst things I had to eat for the entire duration of my stay. And that's a lot to say because I ate a lot of shit in Taiwan. Oof, you disgust me, my friend. So yeah, there was this rice porridge that was this bowl of rice that was full of liquid that looked like cum, like it was disgusting, and it tastes like, you know, the texture was so horrible, as if it was like vomit. I don't know. But eventually, I copied the little boy that was next to me. Well, not little, but quite a young boy that was next to me, and whoa, fuck. And I just put this egg inside that was and these vegetables that were actually very few but kind of nice, so I tried to survive that meal thanks to the vegetables and nothing else really. And I had to eat it all. Because I'm an idiot. I like to play like this and I have to kind of do it. Only that one time though. Oh my god, wow, how many? And then I reached Taiwan, finally. Didn't know where I was. I had 6-7 messages from Chen Yu from weeks ago that described how to get from the station to his region to his like from the airport station to his station, and he was gonna come and pick me up or something like that. But yeah, he said like, oh, turn left, get on this train, the high-speed train, and then turn another turn, and then you are in the station and I'll come pick you up. Those were my indications, literally. Like my mom used to describe to me how to get to the bread maker and go and buy bread and milk, and how I as a kid would describe things as well. Basically those were the only indications I had. But thank God River had other plans for me. So I arrived, and River was very nervous. I was very nervous as well. And this is still messages. Like I sent her a message, she sent me a message. I used the Wi-Fi that in Taiwan actually worked, unlike China. And yeah, we were both nervous, and she was like, oh, I'm gonna be here when you arrive on this side. And this airport had the peculiar thing that I think it was the first time I see it out of all the airports I've been to, that you had a massive screen that showed the exit. So people that, when you exit from the airplanes and everything and all the controls, and you meet the people that you want to meet, there was an actual huge screen, as if it was like, beautiful moments to record. Something like that. And it was pretty embarrassing. And she told me which direction she was, and I forgot. So I got out of it, and I went to the left instead of the right. But she didn't see me anywhere when I got out, somehow. I don't know how, with the screen and all. And then eventually I looked around with all the people, and I saw this little thing sat on the side, and it was from her back, so I could see her from the back. What the fuck is this? I could see from the back, and she was fixing her hair, like with her phone like this, fixing her hair and stuff. And I could see that she had a little bit of makeup, because again, it was kind of visible and kind of rare for River to put that kind of stuff. But I knew that she had changed a lot anyway in all this time. Oh, we got shot. How did that happen? Supposed to attack at the same time. But yeah, I see her, and I'm like, I look at her, she looks at me, she realizes. And it's kind of awkward. She stands up and right away kind of touches my arm, and I hug her, but it's kind of awkward, and I'm very smelly as always, especially after the travels. But she seemed the same, like maybe the way she dressed was a little bit different, not so much. But the way she looked, and the way she looked around, the way she moved her eyes, and yeah, she didn't seem to have changed much, at least around me. And maybe I talked too much. I was like, oh, where do we go? Stuff like that, but not even so much in reality. But yeah, it was a bit not intense at all, but yeah, maybe a bit awkward, but it felt already very quickly normal. Very quickly. And I felt a bit sad as well, as if, it wasn't a big deal. It was fine, yeah, it's normal. I'm here, and of course the way she expresses feelings is very, very different. She doesn't really express them and stuff like that. And as well, I am very calm in general. So it's not maybe very sad, it's just the way it was. But yeah, we went around the place trying to look for something to eat, and at the same time to understand how to travel. and she disagreed with Chen plan, and we actually caught a bus eventually. They talked on the phone, they kind of discussed. Chen wasn't happy, of course, as always. Oh, man, this place is tense. I think I'll just leave it, because I can't be bothered to be here. I want to do it later on. I don't like it so much. I'll go back to Liurnia's Lake. So, yeah, she took me to already the fried chicken that she would sometimes talk about. Like, you know, she was like, if you ever come to Taiwan, I'm gonna let you try the fried chicken I like a lot, and the tapioca, of course, and all the things that she like are part of her quotidianity, like her life. And you know, those things always felt like, you know, that it's never gonna happen, right? I presume for me and for her as well. Then I was actually there to try this fried chicken that, you know, I told her I don't think it's gonna taste any different from the many fried chickens that I've tried, and they didn't taste any different. Like, it tasted different because, of course, of the Chinese pepper and stuff like that, but it's still fried chicken, man. It's nothing that's gonna change your perception of life. And we tried the tapioca, which is one of the many brands that existed, like companies that made them. And again, it didn't taste so different from the tapiocas we had, maybe the one we had in Japan, and the one that I tried also here. So maybe it's me, because of course I'm not really good at tasting things at all. Of course, I'm not an expert or anything. But at the same time, I think it's objective that it's not such a big, if there is a difference, it's not such a big difference. At least not as visible as for other dishes and other kinds of food. Like ramen, for example. If you have ramen in Europe, most of the time, it's so shit compared to the one in Japan. Not always, but most of the time. So the difference is remarkable. Okay. Hello. How does it work? Okay. Oh shit. There's 2 bears, not 1. Okay. Well, that went pretty well. But with the bears, it makes no sense. I'm not even gonna engage them. I'm just gonna get destroyed. Isn't there anything here? Oh, this only? Okay. So again, it was kind of awkward. Like, we already were very silent in a way, because, you know, and I knew, as I said to Sophia before departing, it was gonna be hard for me to stay with them that long, because I feel very fine on my own in the past few years, and in reality, I actually almost, you know, I kind of prefer being on my own. Like, it's only with Sophia that I don't really feel that sensation of, after, you know, some hours, even a day, maximum a day, it's like, you know, I want to be on my own, I want to do my own things, I want to be playing in my room, not stay with someone, which is very different from when I was a kid that actually suffered loneliness quite a bit. Now it's kind of like I prefer that most of the time. And I'm glad, because I worked for this, like, to be like this. a lot. So I'm glad, and I'm very aware of it. And Sophia, of course, would make silly comments, but I explained to her, and I myself as well. Telling myself that I knew that it was gonna be hard and to spend so many hours with them, and that we would have not had much to talk about because I'm a boring person, and they also are in many ways. So it wasn't gonna be easy to be engaged so many hours talking. And already happened almost right away. Of course, it could have been a mixture of the fact that it's a little bit awkward to see each other after so long, but I think it was mainly just because we just didn't have much to say. Despite all the things that we could have said, I could be talking about many things all the time, but they just don't care, they don't ask. And I as well, if I ask them things, the problem is that they don't express much in general. So even if I ask, oh, tell me about this, tell me about that, they don't develop much of a conversation. So there were these two barriers of, one, I'm boring, and two, they don't express things in general about themselves. It was just as I expected, and across the days it would be even worse. It was being a little bit worse than how hard it was for me to stay there and endure it in a way. But at the same time, a big part of me, like mainly I would tell myself, I haven't seen them so long, and I'll probably never see them again. There's a good chance. So I wanted to put all the effort and attention that I could. So despite feeling that way or noticing those feelings, I didn't let them, take over or ruin those relatively few days I stayed there. But yeah, already there we didn't talk much, and we had this food, this fried fish as well, fried fake squid, and then we went on a bus, and from the bus I could see the outside, and I was very tired. I would fall asleep like this all of a sudden, instantly, on the seat of the bus. And it was a mixture of me being tired, but also, as I said, we didn't really talk much. We didn't have much to say or stuff like that. And she fell asleep as well because she was very tired apparently, and she didn't sleep. She couldn't sleep. She was very nervous apparently. I think in general she has very weird schedule like me, sleeping schedule. Anyway, so yeah, at the same time I was looking outside. It was very grey. It was kind of rainy, but very, very lightly. And the place outside was very grey with the buildings, and looked pretty pretty poor as well, for a good part. But there was a lot of green. There was a lot of green and kind of mountains in the distance. They didn't look like mountains because they were covered by trees and stuff, but they were very tall, I suppose. But even like the height wasn't so tall, so it's like, are they mountains or no? But I think they're mountains. They're classified as mountains. And yeah, that was the kind of the way to the region. It was very tiring, like falling asleep. But also, I could touch her, I could hold her hands, hold her arms, and took a picture of her while she fell asleep. It was kind of sweet as well. We eventually arrived there, and at the station there was more mess. We were trying to understand what Shenyu wanted, where he wanted to meet us. And when we arrived, it was so rainy. It was in the middle of this grey city with skyscrapers and advertisements everywhere, and it looked like Gotham City, like that kind of sensation, dark and full. And the advertisement, of course, reminded a lot of Japan to me, but it wasn't that reminded more of Japan. I actually didn't feel like it reminded me of Japan yet so much. Only shortly after I would recognize a lot of Japan. But yeah, basically we finally arrived at the station. We had to walk in the rain and catch this very smelly bus. And it wasn't so hot, the weather, but it was kind of sticky. But not so much. Not as much as they had warned me. They were like, oh, it's going to be so hot, you're going to die. It wasn't like that, despite, of course, it was rainy, so maybe it was also because of that. The second year, no big proof for the gold, no football, no husband time, birth, about. So there was a war and no one. Okay. Okay. We don't really know who, but I presume, like, the ghosts we've seen. That's the kind of war that has taken place and stuff between the soldiers and the mage soldiers and the mage or some shit like that. How pretty. And the what now? Right here. What? Rhea Lucadia, right? The academy. Oof. Gee. Oh! Fuck! Well, let's just enjoy the fall. So, fuck. So, yeah. We finally arrived at this metro station, where still Shenyu was not gonna pick us up from there. It was a mess. River was very annoyed. Sounded very sexy and annoying on the phone in Chinese, because in English she sounds very kind of quiet and vulnerable and small and very young, because her voice sounds like an infant, like very, very young, her voice. In Chinese she sounds a little bit more safe and mature, but not so much anyway, because it's just not her personality. But yeah, especially on the phone with Shenyu, she sounds more annoying and more annoyed and more, mature. I'm not trying to say that mature is a synonym of annoyed, huh? Huh? Not at all. Hello? Oh, the Pope. Beautiful. Is that a grace? Yeah. What a beautiful Vulcan that is. Volcano. Volcano. Amazing. Okay, big guy.
You are tarnished, aren't you? I welcome you to the Church of Vows. I am Miriam, steward of this sacred chamber. My apologies for the unseemly state of affairs. Do you know the origin of this place? How it came to be known as the Church of Vows? Well, that is a shame. But who can blame them? The shattering has caused us, all of us, to lose sight of something very dear. It is here, at the Church of Vows, that the great houses of the Earth Tree and the Moon were joined by the matrimonial bond between red-haired Radical and Vanala of the Full Moon. And so our church holds in view the monuments of both houses, the Earth Tree of the capital and the Academy of Rhea Lucaria.
Okay.
Oh, was there something you needed? You are free to show yourself around. I would serve as your guide, only my legs aren't what which case I will share all that I know. You wish to know more of Lord Radigan. Lord Radigan was a great champion, possessed of flowing red locks. He came to these lands at the head of a great golden host. When he met Lady Renala in battle, he soon repented his territorial aggressions there, and became husband to the Karian queen. However, when Godfrey, first Elven Lord, was hounded from the lands between, Radigan left Renala to return to the Erdtree capital, becoming Queen Marika's second husband and king consort, taking the title of Second Elden Lord. The mystery endures to this day as to why Lord Radigan would cast Lady Renala aside, and moreover, why a mere champion would be chosen for the seat of Elden Lord. You know, it's said that Lord Radigan harbored a secret. A famed sculptor of the Erdtree capital was once summoned to render Lord Radigan's likeness in giant statue when he glimpsed the skeleton in Radigan's closet. And as such, it's said that the great statue harbors his secret too.
I actually remember that.
You know, it's said a famed sculptor when he glimpsed this, and as such, it's... You wish to know more of Lady Renala. She is queen, head of the Karian royal family, and governor of the Academy of Reallocaria, the great and beautiful full moon witch. Sadly, her heart was broken when Lord Radigan left her, and then, when the Academy rebelled against the walls, she was locked away in the Grand Library. In the end, Lady Renala was left alone, cradling the amber egg Lord Radigan bequeathed her. Now she devotes herself to it through forbidden rite, the grim art of reincarnation. You would do well to remember, severing a vow, strongest of bonds, has consequences ever more dire. You know, it's a famed when he glimpsed the sky, and as such... Oh, what have we here? Very well, let us both learn together. Heresy is not native to the world. It is but a contrivance. All things can be conjoined.
Oh, I should have read about it though before giving it to him. But I need faith as well, which I don't have at the moment. That should be fine, it is. It's, oh, everything you have. Everything you have.
Is there something? Is there something?
Okay. Gold Suinido. Oh. Yeah, but I don't remember where he is now. Suppose I can only meet him in the only place I remember. So, we are here at Church of Vows. Let's see around here. Here there must be a cave of some sort. We still don't have a way to enter to Radio Lucaria, but we know that the key is on a map, and I know where that place is. Around the lake. Around the lake there's the hidden key to access Radio Lucaria. Okay. So where was I? Yeah, so we arrived at the station, and it was strange because they had a lot of homeless, and it's something in Japan was extremely rare. I only saw one homeless in Japan. But there were a lot, and they were sat like Japanese gangsters would sit on their feet and stuff on the floor. There were some little like fires, and people were sat around, and they didn't seem homeless, but they were sat on the floor like homeless. It was interesting. And the station was one of the first things. The bus was not the worst, but the station was one of the first things that smelled very strong. Like the smells were so strong around. And that was the first time I noticed the smells in that place. And in my life, usually I don't have this kind of inclination with smells. I don't really notice that much. But there, it was so strong. And after going in the parking lot of the station, way down, and trying to find Chan Yu, he eventually explained that it wasn't gonna be there, that it was gonna be outside. So we walked a bit through the streets that were very busy, full of lights, full of advertisements, and eventually in front of a department store that apparently even in Taiwan are very famous. Eventually Chen Yu, this younger looking Chen Yu, arrived with the car, driving. Crazy. See him drive. To pick me up, and River disappeared. She ran away basically. She disappeared in the crowd, and I tried to say bye to her or whatever, but she just disappeared. And then I met Chen Yu. We just got in the car. He was dressed as if he was going to the beach, like shorts, anonymous top, and flip-flops, bikinis. And it was, normal, like as if we had never left Japan, like just talking like the two boys that would talk in the streets of Tokyo. And he didn't sound more silly, he didn't sound, even because that's hard, he didn't sound more mature. That's hard as well. He just sounded like Chen Yu, the usual Chen Yu. I don't know how I sounded to him. I presume the usual me as well. I didn't change much either, I believe. But yeah, that was the first time we met, and it was pretty late at night. It was around 9 or 10 by the time I got to him. I forgot to mention that River gave me right away almost this house ring that I have right here. And I kept on this finger for the entire duration of the holidays. I shouldn't call them holidays, but yeah, the trip, not even trip, I don't know, of the time there. Yeah, the time there. I touched that one, right? But I didn't go this way. Let's follow the road. So, yeah, we eventually got to his district. It was very far, very fucking far from the station. I don't know how he presumed that I was gonna reach that on my own. But, well done, Shen Yu. for organizing things. Or organizing, I think, is even the wrong word, because it's no worth of being called organization. That. Oh, fuck. Yeah, and his district looked, of course, very, very, very rural. Not rural, but on the like the outskirts. There we go. The outskirts of the town. Oh shit. And yeah, it was dark, but I could tell that it was kind of, you know, domestic, familiar, nostalgic in a way. And it started to look like Japan, basically, because he had the lightning cables, right? The light cables, the electric poles that looked the same, like cables everywhere, advertisement everywhere. The difference was that, of course, you had oh shit, okay, you had a lot of like street food, like not even street food, but you had like, no, I don't want to call them restaurants, but stalls, food stalls that were on the street. Even though they had an inside part, they would cook in the street all the time, and I could kind of glimpse them, but then I would realize later on how they were everywhere. And when we got to the house, yeah, again, it was very quiet, domestic area, like outskirts area, and you had these people in front of his house that were making the barbecue that I want to do, that I've been wanting to do ever since reading that manga about the assassin. Basically, this guy cooks fish. What? He cooks the fish, the one that basically you can have outside Asakusa, grilled, barbecued basically. And they barbecue it on these very tiny barbecues on the floor. And the guy in the manga, he does it on top of the building on the roof, because of course it smells a lot and it releases a lot of smoke. But these guys were doing on the side of the street, right, what the fuck, man? Right outside of their house, their house is full of stuff, and outside there was full of shoes. Like, I took a picture, but there's shoes everywhere, like 30 pairs of shoes at the entrance of their house. There was a big group of young people just making this barbecue while we were entering his house. Yeah, so we enter his house, and I can notice so many red strips of writing, like red strips everywhere of this area, red strips everywhere of writings. And eventually I asked, not that day, but I eventually asked what they would mean and why they were everywhere, like these pictures of these Chinese looking bodhisattvas, fat bodhisattvas, with long facial hair. So they didn't look exactly like Japanese bodhisattvas. I don't even know if they are bodhisattvas, to be honest. And the writings, apparently they just mean like good fortune, this kind of stuff that some people believe or not. And depending on the location where they are, they would mean different things, of course. Like more domestic one, it would mean something more domestic, and for shops it would mean to get a lot of money or stuff like that. But yeah, let's try and kill this guy on top. How do I get there? Shit. Oh my god. Not gonna survive that. Nah. This area is intense. So yeah, and there were, of course, needless to say, scooters everywhere. Um, everywhere, like full of scooters. Not even cars. Like cars, of course, were as usual everywhere, like in any country. But here you had so many scooters. It was insane. I'm dead, right? Okay, no. Hmm. Hmm. I got to his house, and his house was quite small. Quite a few rooms, but small, all on one floor. On the second floor of the building, the entrance looked like a prison. Um, like, you know, metal and stuff with all this red writing and imagery. There was always something somewhere. There was always full, like, you know, horror vacui, basically. Just like, you know, Asian things. Of course. No. God damn it, man, these guys. I didn't remember them so annoying. Don't worry, I got you. And the family was very warm to me, but at the same time they were all tired apparently because they worked all day. And they decided, you know, without saying much, oh, we're going to this restaurant nearby. And it felt like, you know, you as if you had to do it, like to be polite or something like that. But then in reality it wasn't like that. And we'll get there as well. But yeah, so they were very kind to take me to this very close restaurant. I don't know how to call it. Presume it's classified as a restaurant. Oh, okay. Well, it's complicated, huh? These arrows make no fucking sense. So, yeah, the father seemed a very sweet, but you know, very stoic guy, like almost Japanese, I'd say. Quiet, with a gentle presence, gentle aura. And the mother was just the mother I met, like very energetic, very nice to me. Similar to my mom in some aspects, but yeah, very motherly. Yeah, motherly certainly is the right adjective. And with a clear preference for me. So I don't know why. Oh shit, I'm dead wrong. Maybe not. Ooh, a grace. Will I survive? Yeah. Touch this shit real quick. Yeah, fuck you. Let me sit. Sit. Nice. Fuck you all. Haha. So, let's see. You don't scare me, boy. Oh, your friend is hiding? Interesting. What? Oh no, I didn't want to do that. And the sister looked very cute, and again, her as well. Like, of course, everyone was a little bit silent and embarrassed, especially me. But eventually, we went to this restaurant that was just across the street by foot, which is actually quite incredible thinking about it now, after witnessing what I witnessed, which again, we'll get there. But yeah, we went there as a family. Basically, I was like, we don't need to go if you're tired and stuff. But it was impossible to talk them out of it. It's like we had to go. There was no other way. And it was very cute, of course, in many ways, but also a bit worrying. So we entered this restaurant. It was a big, like, I don't know how to say it in English, but one of those constructions where you would find on a construction site, where you put all the material, all the tools and stuff. It's a huge place, but it's just one big huge room. And on the walls you had all these huge pictures of fish, just fish. And the pictures are amazing. Like, I took some pictures, of course, and it was so noisy, full of drunk families having fun around these rounded tables. They would gather all around this table, of course everyone staring and looking at me, because I hadn't seen a white person for almost all of the first week, because they were basically only in Taipei and stuff like that, and I wasn't in Taipei, I was in Taichung, which is in another region, basically, quite far. And yeah, so lots of stairs, which I don't mind at all, it's fine. And we sat at the table, and they ordered by ticking boxes on a menu. Basically, pretty much in every place I ate, they had the system of having the sheet, only in Chinese, of course, where you would pick the things you want and give it to them, and everything, of course, had a cost, and it would add to the final cost. But yeah, and they ordered, mainly all of it was really nice food, everything they ordered. It was some very spicy chicken that looked very, very bright red, and then there was these prawns that had Taiwanese mayonnaise that was a little bit disgusting but nice. I liked it, but it would disgust you after a bit, maybe, at least me. And they were really nice though. And then fried rice was amazing. And what else? That was incredible. Oh yeah, the fish that was basically fried inside of some kind of pastry, and I had to, like, you just fry the entire fish like this and then serve it. So it's kind of hard to eat it with chopsticks. One of the hardest things, if not the hardest thing to eat for me with chopsticks. I still haven't learned how to do it, to be honest. I really haven't. So even to this day, I wouldn't know how to do that. Despite all the compliments I received, because that night I realized that they were holding the chopsticks in a different way, and apparently they hold them in an unpolite way, like as if you're holding a pen almost. And I realized that Shenyu couldn't really pick. I mean, also his sister couldn't really. They can't really use them so well, or so precisely, accurately. Because I can grab perhaps like even just one grain of rice. I can do that kind of easily. They cannot really. So it was actually interesting to notice that. And of course, it made me feel like the best fucking person in the world. No, I'm joking. But of course, it's kind of flattering when they kept saying that shit, but also just silly. It seems like they anything they can find, they shower you with compliments, and it's a little bit, but it's okay. It's very Asian, at least from what I could observe from the little experiences I had with these cultures. Okay. And yeah, they also took a beautiful photo, a family photo, basically. I think it's the only photo I have of his dad. Yeah, so it's kind of nice. You can tell, yeah, I kind of perceive his gentle aura, to be honest, already from that picture. Despite it's a picture where everyone smiles because it's a picture. Well, I don't. I laugh, which is very different. But yeah, and then people started gathering. Like they would come and say hi to them as if, you know, everyone knew each other. Everyone seemed very gentle to each other, and they kept drinking together. Like, oh, you have to drink and be like this and share a cup. You know, someone came and you had to bow and drink, and oh, I came and you had to bow and drink and drink and drink. Everything was like you have to drink. And then of course you just get fucked instantly. They wanted me to try the Taiwanese beer and shit like that, but I already tried them in Japan because it's Shanyu and stuff, but it was fine. I was like, yeah, let's try. And not try anything. But then eventually these people came, and of course they ignored me at first, but then they queried, you know, who was this, and they didn't really speak English, despite the amount of people that spoke English pretty well. They didn't in that restaurant. And this guys that came, this old man that came to say hi. Despite that, they were really gentle. To the point that one of them was trying to tell me, and then he communicated with, thanks to Chen Yu and the others, to tell me that he wanted to show me the real Taiwanese experience. Basically, the restaurant opposite the road, there was another restaurant that was kind of closed, like it wasn't open, but there were people inside, and in the back of the restaurant they were having some kind of party. I don't know if it was a family party of some sort, and he wanted to take me there, and he took me there. I had no idea where we were going, why. Shen Yu was lost. His father was a little bit in shock as well because he came as well. We just left the girls behind. We eventually go there. We go in the back room where there were 3 tables full of people. 1 table full of men, 1 table full of women, and another one kind of mixed. And they were all like drunk, and they were all like you know, fucked. Like they all had very peculiar traits, and they all looked like characters from a manga. I don't know how to say, like very peculiar, with these long faces, so big teeth, destroyed teeth, and expressions very, of course, drunk, but the expressions were so strong. Like one of the mangas that I would read, like Inyo Asano characters. There we go, completely like Inyo Asano characters, and it was extremely tripping. Like it was so loud and saying like, oh, from Italy, oh, take a picture and shit, and drink from here, drink from that glass. And Chiyu's father was like, no, I was about to drink. I was like, no, don't do that. I don't know why, but they gave me all this whiskey and stuff that I had to throw in one go very quickly, like a matter of minutes. And Chayu luckily took video of this crazy shit, making me sit at their table with all these like unknown people that couldn't even communicate with me. And of course it was very, very fun and very interesting, but extremely awkward as well. And I was saying hi, and everyone was like, oh, hello, and shit like that. And I don't know, it felt like a little bit like what celebrities maybe have to go through. And to me, of course, it's kind of not mainly weird, but mainly like I don't feel out of place. Of course, I feel out of place, but that's not the main feeling. The main feeling is why? Like, why are you like this? Like, why are you doing this? And it's the same when I see celebrities being treated like that by other people. I'm like, why are they doing that? It's very strange. Despite how common it is and how I realize that it's very common and obvious, it's still strange to me. Very strange. But yeah, nonetheless, it's very nice as well, because in a way, it's nice because, people are being very friendly. So it feels kind of nice. It feels like you are appreciated. But with a cold mind, I don't appreciate that, to be honest. It's just a thing that has mainly negative sides, like most things, really. For me, at least. Or I wouldn't say mainly negative sides, but potentially mainly negative sides. Yeah, that's what I would for sure say. Do I have to kill you all, guys? You're dangerous, yeah. What the fuck are you doing? Oh, he's there mimicking what I just killed? But yeah, it was certainly fun and random as fuck. That's for sure. And again, the food was amazing at the other place. Of course, the family didn't allow me to pay one meal. At some point, we'll get there, but yeah, anyway, we'll get there. But yeah, so again, extremely well treated by them. And that was the first day, basically. I went back and they went to bed, and I used Chenyu's room. He slept in his sister's room, and the sister slept with the parents. Again, extremely kind, because in reality, in Chenyu's room, you have a double bed, and we could have easily slept together, me and him. But no, like the entire room for me. So kind, crazy kind. And then before going to sleep, actually, we stayed in the living room for a bit. Again, it was not so comfortable because it's hard to communicate, and for me it's very awkward, perhaps the things that his mom would say, but despite the awkwardness, what would prevail is the affection that I would feel towards someone that is so sweet and nice to me, despite how I don't really know why she's like that to me. I don't know why she says that I'm part of the family, and of course she treats me like a guest that is very, not family, but like a guest that is very, very welcomed. But I don't know why she says those things, and I don't know if she's normally like that, if she's with everyone like that, or just with specific people, or just with me. I really don't know. So I cannot give a judgment or a complete impression, or as much as possible, as much as I would like to. But certainly I give kind of the benefit of the doubt in a way, and appreciate what I can appreciate. So it was kind of warm a bit. But yeah, I knew it. I should use the horse torrent. So yeah, and while she was talking to me, now I don't remember exactly what she was talking to me about, but oh yeah, because I gave her the present and she wanted me to sign it, and I signed it, putting something like her name to, and then I put something for your kind, like words and warm atmosphere, something like that. Something along those lines. Oh shit, I need to kill you all, alright? It's a bit messy, huh? And while I was doing that, I encountered the first... Oh. There was the first encounter with the beast. Or I should say the beasts, the creatures, are enemies for most of our stay. The cockroaches. I saw this little thing moving around like this, on the floor. I was like, wait, why this one? What the fuck? This is a scam. This is a fucking scam. I got scammed, boys. I got scammed. Well, let's just explore this side then, shall we? But yeah, this cockroach crawling around. And I didn't move. I didn't move. I was looking at her. My eye moved like this. Looked at the cockroach for a few seconds. Looked back at her. No reaction whatsoever. I didn't see anything. It's none of my business. That was my reaction. But yeah, it was pretty disgusting. And then the house was just small and messy, like the usual organized mess in a way. And it was kind of clean, but on all of the unorganized mess, you had a lot of dust. So it was fairly, again, clean and stuff, but not clean. Which I don't give a fuck about, because I normally don't care about these things. But it's nice to keep, of course, that as well in the story. Yo, who's this guy? I don't even remember. So in the toilet as well, there was a cockroach just around, and I just ignored it. I just let him be. It's none of my business. You just live your life there. If you don't get close to me, it's better. But it's fine. And then the same night as well, I was in Chenyu's bed, in his room in the darkness. And I checked very quickly where something was, I think the earphones. So I turned the torch on, and I can see this cockroach trying to enter my suitcase. I was like, no, go away. But I think he did enter, and then thankfully he got out, because I didn't find him there anymore. But it was a mess. And then the situation just got worse through the rest of the days, but we'll get there. We'll get there. But yeah, a lot of cockroaches. And that was pretty much the first night. Oh, they also gave me a present, which is some tea that seems very cool. I have in my wardrobe now. Don't know if I'll ever try it, maybe once. And that was the first day. First night, really, because, well, he was mainly traveling. I think I'll stop here, because I think I'll just play for a bit now without talking much. Oh shit. Oh boy. Yeah, because I don't, I also want to enjoy this beautiful game. This incredible experience. Why is he not dying? Okay, so they always come back, I see. Oh, is it because of you, my friend? Okay, cool. Ooh, what is that? Ah, it's you. Okay, behind, of course. Okay. Cool. Okay, you actually die. Oh no, there's gonna be a giant one coming out of the water. Oh. Oof. There was nothing else down there, right? Wait. If there's nothing else down there, here there's nothing. Oh, fuck, I know. I know. That's a mess, man. How do I do this? I know what to do. Okay. I think I can narrate the second part because this is not very short one. So the second day. The second day. So the schedule was in the morning go to this gym for a specific reason, to do a lesson, to practice dancing basically. So we did that, and before going there we went with the car, and they had already ordered the breakfast. And by then I kind of get the gist that they always order food, they never cook. And the mom actually said that. She's like, oh, I never cook, maybe I'm bad, laughing and stuff. As if it's like something bad, you know? As if like it's expected from her to cook somehow. So I suppose there is that in that culture, who knows? But she doesn't, because she works full time, she's in the studio, she's a teacher, dancing teacher. So she never cooks. And they always order food because in reality, apparently, from what they say and from what I saw, people always order food online with their version, their equivalent of Uber Eats. So they do that, and oh my god, managed. I'm the best. Perfect. Perfect, boys. Okay, let's see. Perfect. Oh, is this gonna be the boss again? This guy? Fuck. Or maybe two of them. Fuck. Okay, so they ordered these various things, like the drinks in these cups that were everywhere. Everyone was holding those cups. Like they look like McDonald's cups, white, completely white most of the time. Oh the fuck! Am I actually dying like this here? And yeah, so these white cups with a top that is usually transparent, but not always. Oh my god. And yeah, they have various kinds of teas and drinks inside. And they ordered me one as well, and it was the most sugary thing I've ever put in my body, at least the taste. It was so sugary, too sweet, and I was like, I couldn't finish it. I was like, well, I cannot really drink all of this. It's too much sugar. And he laughed because again, this apparently is a common thing as well. How sugary certain things are. And yeah, and then we had this kind of Taiwanese omelette that was really nice. It's just omelette most of the time, for the most part. And the smell of the omelette, the taste was, you know, this kind of, I don't know what it is yet. I still don't know what it is, but it's some kind of soy sauce, that dark sauce that tastes like, I don't know, like, I don't know what it is. But it's some kind of soy sauce that tastes like, I don't know, like, I don't know what it is. But it's some kind of soy sauce that tastes like, I don't know, like, I don't know what it is. But it's some kind of soy sauce that tastes like, I don't know, like, I don't know what it is. But it's some kind of soy sauce that tastes like, I don't know, like, I don't know what it is. But it's some kind of soy sauce that tastes like, I don't know, like, I don't know what it is. But it's some kind of soy sauce that tastes like, I don't know, like, I don't know what it is. But it's some kind of soy sauce that tastes like, I don't know, like, I don't know what it is. But it's some kind of soy sauce that tastes like, I don't know, like, I don't know what it is. But it's some kind of soy sauce that tastes like, I don't know, like, I don't know what it is. But it's some kind of soy sauce that tastes like, I don't know, like, I don't know what it is. But it's some kind of soy sauce that tastes like, I don't know, like, I don't know what it is. But it's some kind of soy sauce that tastes like, I don't know, like, I don't know what it is. But it's some kind of soy sauce that tastes vaguely like soy sauce, but more bitter, stronger. Don't know what it is. Someone else will know. Someone that is more documented on things. Me, I'm just an ignorant bitch that went there and didn't learn pretty much anything. And yeah, so that taste would be pretty much in anything, in any fucking food of that country. And yeah, so it was nice, but it had this taste that was not my favorite. But regardless of whether it was my favorite or not, that it was everywhere and anywhere. But yeah, so we had breakfast while being in the car, and then we go to the dancing location. It was this gym that we never saw again. It was just literally this one time because he explained to me some silly thing for the competitions and blah blah blah. Very sad systems. But anyway, regardless of that, I just sat in the gym watching them perform, like train with various kids. Most of those kids, I would see them for the entire week, basically. And I didn't know yet, but yeah, those faces, I would have learned them very well. I recognized them very well. Especially this guy. There was this guy that pretty young, like college young, maybe even uni. I was dancing, like he seemed so arrogant, so arrogant. Of course, they were just impressions, but then in reality, he was an arrogant prick. Apparently, they told me more about him, but we'll touch that later on. Fuck. Okay. What? Wild. Okay, not enough. Oh, I'm still alive? That's interesting. Oof. But why are they so resistant? Wait, what? What hit me? Just the movement, man. It's disgusting. They are too resistant for me, I think. Yeah, but... Oh, I'm dead. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Nah, fuck. So yeah, I just saw them dancing and we made some funny jokes about the situations and stuff like that. But then after a few hours they danced and they got me another drink. We moved on, and I will tell that another time because I'm gonna stop playing soon. I'm gonna tell the rest of the stuff Sunday next time. So Yo, this guy, why is he... Normally he's not so aggressive when he's alone. Ah. Oh, I thought I was gonna be able to dodge that shit. Maybe I should just kill him, right? I'll just kill him. Try and ignore the rest. Maybe not, it's too hard. It's the fucking arrow from afar. And the two fuckers that are too aggressive. Yo, just stay on the floor, man. I did so much damage to him, but... Oh, oh you just stay? Oh yeah, fuck you. He's always gonna do that, right? I knew it, he was gonna do that shit. What the fuck? So unlucky, man. So unlucky. Yeah, sure. And then your mom. Unlucky as fuck. Vai, più veloce che sai. Son pan di zenzero, acchiapparmi non potrai. They are basically resistant to magic, aren't they, these fuckers? Like the skeletons. He's not, but the skeletons, they seem so fucking resistant. But how can you do damage to me like that? Oh. It's just unfair, isn't it? And he's not dead. Va bene. Okay. Ah, fuck this shit. So silly, man. Hmm, 95. That's my build, guys. A mage build. Incredible. Oh, goodbye. Okay. Now. Why? I can't believe this. My controller. Well. Just how it is. It's just how it is. It's so funny. Great moment. Great fucking moment. So. Let's do it again. Because I'm not turning this shit off until I do this. No, no, no. Not bad, huh? Don't know if we'll do this, chief. It's too annoying for no reason. I'll just come here and shot them all like later on in the game. I'll probably get something from here that I won't use, like some spirits that I just don't use. I'll give it 10 more minutes. These fucking skeletons as well just fucking shot me. It's insane. I don't even remember this dungeon. Like, how am I dying so much here? I would have remembered if this was hard as well at the time, but it wasn't. Oh, I'm dead. I don't have time to parry them, so it's no use to do like a heavy attack. The magic is useless because they are too resistant. So I just have to be lucky. Why is he still there? Out, out, out. Okay. What? Oh my god. Of course, the running is not enough. You have to run in the right angle. You cannot just run like that. Come on, man, I'm hungry. I want to eat something. Yeah. Why is he not getting hit, man? I'm hitting everything but not him. It's insane. It's insane. Oh, okay. Don't worry, man. Got you. I got you. Clear. Crystal clear. When was the last time I struggled with a boss? What the fuck? No, don't worry, don't hit him. The last hit apparently is impossible. It's not physically possible to hit the last hit of this shit. And he doesn't die. No, don't worry. No, this is just insane, man. This is just insane. What is this? immune while he stands up. Good night. It's impossible to survive one skeleton. Trying to kill one skeleton, impossible. Just impossible. Man, I'm thinking about doing something. Getting that sword and come back here with that sword. And then we'll see how unfair it is. Okay. No, I didn't want to do that. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Makes no fucking sense, man. Do I have to reinvent myself? I don't want to. I think this scene sums up the luck I've had with this thing so far. Invulnerable, but not vulnerable enough to like the invulnerability didn't kick in despite the animation went. It's amazing. I think even if you try to do that, it's really hard to witness such a thing. At least it's recorded. Easy then. No? Why does he have to stand there, man? Of all places. Okay. Don't worry. Oh! I'm out. I'm out, I'm out. Oof. No point in wasting more time on this shit. Oh, we're exploring that part, right? Oh, can I get up? I have to actually get out of here. this. No, no, this one. Yeah. This lake, what was it? Did I go around there? Yeah, right? Yeah, it's that thing, okay. So I have the huge beast to kill. And we will do this next time. Oh shit. Oh, I need the... I need